All right. Financial secrets I wish I knew earlier. The things that I mean, if I'd known them, I'll be in a better place. But listen, you are in a better place already because knowledge and wisdom elevate your finances, elevate your results. If you missed the second service, go through YouTube. I believe it's recorded. So you can catch up with the introductory part. And I don't have to go into that. I'm just going to go straight into the word abundance. But before I do that, prosper. Who can tell me the P's? P for what? R for what? O for what? S for what? P for what? E for what? R for what? Well done, well done. So today, in this service, I'm going to talk about abundance. But for the purpose of those who were not here, I established the fact that you need to take ownership for your financial success. And I did share about the 4 economies that we all operate in. Your personal economy being what you make and how you spend what you make. I love what Pastor Emi just said. As Christians, don't think that, when presentations or teachings like this come, we're telling you not to enjoy your life. We're just saying become a better steward so that more can flow to you. You need to interact with your finances. Sir, I see that many people are afraid of money. It's unbelievable. When people get on one-on-one coaching calls with me, they're crying. They're like, I don't know where my money. I'm like, money is a tool. Money cannot be wiser than you. Money is inanimate. You are animate. You're a living thing, a living being, created in the image of God. I try to explain, there's that fear and ambiguity around money, and it just pains me when I see those things. Sometimes, like I said in the earlier service, when somebody is saying, I really don't know what is doing me, if you look at it properly, money is a major part of it. Money is such a stressor. Money is something that has caused, issues in marriage. If you look at statistics, career people, entrepreneurs would say money is one of their major stressors. In marriage, we need to demystify money, not even from a spiritual point of view. We need to see money as a tool that will help us, live better lives, and not as a god. Francis Bacon says that money is a great servant, but a bad leader. If you allow money lead you, it will lead you anywhere. But if you see money as a tool that you will use, then you and money can, together do amazing things. So your personal economy, know what is coming in. Know what is going out. It helps you know whether to make more or whether to spend less. Coach Nancy, how are you? And, you need to realize that, this money, sit down with it. I'm earning 300,000 and I'm spending 350,000 monthly. It's no rocket science. You are spending more than you are making. And that's why you would have financial stress. So what should we then do? How do I make more so that I can balance out and have extra? Or how do I cut down on my expenses? And I tell people, I think it's easier to make more money than to cut down on expenses. Because what expenses are you going to cut down in this Tinubu economy or any economy? Is it inflation that is how much percentage? Is it your landlord will say you've been living here for 8 years. Next year, don't pay rent. Your children won't wake up to say, Mommy, we see that you have been doing well. We won't be hungry in the next 3 days. Thank you, sir. So cutting down expenses, I agree if you have excesses. Because let's not even go there. Women and men, we know our excesses. There's a dinner in church, wear a black dress. We never have black dresses. We have to make another one. Wear a yellow shoe. We never have enough shoes. Those excesses are there. Cut down on those ones. But the things that are essential, you can't cut down on them. You need to make more money. So the national economy entails macroeconomic factors. Inflation, devaluation, things you don't have control over. You have the global economy, what is happening around the world. Donald Trump has cut all USAID supplies. Some of you say, what's my business? It doesn't affect you. Business owners, it will affect you. But I'm mindful of my time. I don't want to waste time, going into the non-essentials. Some of the people you are selling to are living on grants from USAID. When the fund doesn't come to them, they are not able to patronize you. So don't say, the news, they are even saying something is USAID. What does it mean? It's not even my business. It is our business, especially in Africa. So you must be interested in the news. I'm not saying that inundate yourself, because some of us, well, we move from Twitter, then you go to Instagram, then you say, have you seen the news? Have they said? This last week, I deleted all my social media apps, and I do that. Sometimes I just want to drown the noise. I just don't want to hear what is happening, so I can focus. I do it all the time. So yesterday, because 2 days ago, they said, they have collaborated with you on Global Impact. You need to repost. And then I went back to restore Instagram. Do you see? So sometimes the news could get inundating. But I'm not saying because the news are inundating, you now say, I don't want to know what is happening. You need to know. They say inflation. Ask questions. What is inflation? Don't say, no. Change the V word. Who wants to watch channels? Don't do that. I hear people say, I don't like maths. When I was in school, I didn't pass maths. Maths is not money. Money is different. Money is something you must spend. Money is something you must make. You must like money. Okay? So, and then the final economy is the spiritual economy, which I like. I'm a finance coach. There's hardly anywhere I go that I don't infuse the Bible into what I teach, because that's my secret. I have had encounters where God will say, do this, write this proposal like this, and listen, they are winning proposals. So as Christians, let's not separate our spiritual economy from, the national. You say, no, we're not talking about Bible here. We're talking about what is happening there. Bible is the secret for what is happening in the economy. Do you see? So spiritual economy is important. In my own opinion, the personal economy and the spiritual economy are the things we have control over. Because you can pray to God and say, God, please, where is my next meal coming from? What do I do? How many of you have had encounters like that? And God will say, talk to this person. Write a proposal to this person. It is real and it works. So be mindful of those 4 economies so that you know how to navigate your resources and you don't keep blaming yourself. I tell people that in the last 3 or 4 years, actually since COVID, we citizens of this world, residents of this world, we have tried. We have had to bear with a lot of things economically. Let's not lie. And let's not say spiritual jargons. Things have happened. Look at how COVID grounded the world. Some people who were in the tourism industry literally pivoted. I know people who were selling tickets that became caterers. We have had to pivot. Nigeria will teach you humility, not humility. Because sometimes you're like, what is happening? So you have to keep reinventing so that your finances are in a good place. But thank God for the scripture. So in second service, I talked about prosper. Let me go into abundance. And using abundance, I'm just going to share characters in the Bible and the things that I have learned from them. I share my stories a lot because I find them relatable. And I realize that people are able to say, okay, this is what it is. So in this particular service, I'm going to use characters in the Bible to drive home financial points. Okay? Are we good? Ready to learn? Oh, you are cold now. I like second service people. They give me energy. Are you ready? All right. Secret number 1. I'll give you a secret and a strategy. Secret number 1 for abundance. Guess who are? They put it there. Guess who our A is? Abraham. I'm not going to be opening the scriptures, but these are a few things I learned about Abraham. I have been reading Genesis. I've not been able to leave Genesis since January. That Genesis is packed. The life of Abraham, the life of Isaac, life of Jacob, and the children of Israel. The 12, the resources that they interacted with. I think obedience is such an important factor if you want to prosper. Listen, the world is full of noise. Affiliate marketing is what is selling. Everybody is going to affiliate marketing. Cryptocurrency is what is, we died there. What other things? MMM. The real MMM is make, manage, multiply. There is no quick way anywhere. But obedience, and this is very real. As children of God, we must be able to hear and seek the face of God as to what He wants us to do per time. Like I said, there have been instances where God will say, send an email to this person in a different way. Present yourself as so person to this person. There was a time God said, I'm bringing this person into your life so that you can serve them and they will open their network to you. I'm like, what? I won't lie, I'm a very resourceful person. Oh. These slides that I'm sharing, I just did them in the green room myself. My EA did the first one. I just said, send me the link, and I put it up myself. You have to be resourceful. So when God says, do this, maybe that's why I get a lot of ideas. I could sleep and get 50 ideas. My husband is always afraid of me. Because I can just say, Daddy, you see this thing I'm seeing you, if you do this will, and he will say, I just thought about it. And then we'll say, let's do it. And boom, results. So, obedience is, so the person, God said, talk to this person and bringing her into your life so that she can open you up. But it costed me service. I serve a lot, and I think it's one of my ministries. I serve older women. I've seen it as a call. So older women who are C-suite executives who don't have social media presence. These are the roles you have occupied. You don't have a website. Why? I'm going to build a website for you. In 30 minutes, I build a website myself. Yes. And then you don't have and then sometimes I leverage my people. And she saw that and she said, listen, the people around me have always wanted to receive from me. You are one of the very few who has come around to serve. And this is what I will do. The things I have gained from that relationship in terms of social capital and financial capital is immense. Obedience. So, some of us, God has been saying, do something with your gifts. Talk to this person. Start this business. Listen, the life of Abraham could have taken a different trajectory, but for that singular word of obedience. Depart from your father's house to a land that I will show you. Not in my generation. Excuse me, sir, I must know that land. And we must chronicle that land because we have to put it on TikTok. Sir, you must tell me exactly where I am going. And Abraham did not argue. Abraham was imperfect, but God knew that he was somebody he could trust with instructions. I recently thought about the 7 different encounters that God had with Abraham. And you may think I'm going too spiritual on you, but the secret to your financial success is in obedience. Don't forget that I talked about the spiritual economy. There's something you can do that people are not doing that will lead you to your promised land. Some of you, God says, go and learn makeup. He says, sir, there are many makeup artists. How? How many people are in Lagos State? 20 million. How many makeup artists do we have? You know, we generalize things a lot. God says, go and start doing something. You say, me, that I'm just starting. Gosh. What is God telling you? No matter how trivial and unimportant it is, go there. Because he sees. So he says, start a catering business. Start selling sausages. Some of you will say, me, with all my qualifications. I told them in the second service how, as a chartered accountant in 3 continents, FCA, PAC, MBA, Pastor Yemi did not read my profile. Go and read it online to understand. So when I tell you I sold donuts and sausages, you understand what it means. There are times to abound, there are times to abase. There are places we go and you speak Queen's English. There are places you go, you know what you're like, I will do sausages and donuts throughout the night into Sunday. My husband is still the head of protocol in church. We will leave. I've been to church today. We left the house at 5:45. But when I used to do donuts, with my house help, we will pack it, we will take it to protocol in church. People will sell, ushering department, they will come, they will sell. That was like 6 years ago. The money I was making from it was good money. And I tell people, a credit alert is always a credit alert. Valentine's Day was 3 days ago. Abi? Men in the house. Scenario. You took your babe to a restaurant and you tell her, injure me. Wound me. Take anything. And the guy said, yeah, I love you, baby. And then she starts to order. And you know that in your bank account, you have only 48,000 naira. And the girl decides to injure you. And then as she's ordering, you're like, okay. My babe, are you not eating? Actually, before I brought you here, I ate at all. Because you know the condition of your wallet. And then, fair enough, very good woman, she orders and the bill comes to 50,000 naira. You don't have cash, you have a bank card. My brothers, ask me, if you go into the restroom and you call your friend, oh boy, send me 2,000. Will 2,000 save the day or not? Answer me now. So why are we saying money is small? You know, this generation, we have such an entitlement mentality. You give somebody 5,000, they say, only. People abroad send you $50. You say, how much is $50? Like, we're not serious at all. But obedience. Please, if there's anything you're going to do after this service, go home. God, what would you have me do? What business would you... Don't say it is saturated. Ask God to show you your own niche. Because there would not have been Abraham if he did not depart. And then you saw that he had livestock, he had this, he had that. How? It started from a simple step of obedience. Strategy. Align your finances with God's principle. Be a fighter. Give. Build for the long term. And think generationally. Let me move on quickly to B. I wanted to I wanted to do quiz. I wanted people to guess. Next one, don't move ahead of me. Our B is Boaz. And it is close to Abraham's story. If you read Ruth chapter 1, the Bible says there was a man, Elimelech. There was famine in the land. Right? How many of you remember the story? And he moved his wife, Naomi, and his 2 sons. He moved them out of the place. In Ruth chapter 2, we are introduced to Boaz, a wealthy man. Excuse me, is it that Boaz did not exist when Elimelech existed? Did they not go through the same famine? One left, one stayed. But I think they were contemporaries because Boaz was an elderly man. What did Boaz see? I'm not anti-Jakpa, and I'm not against Jakpa. If God, and it's not even Jakpa. Every important person in the Bible jackpot actually. Abraham jackpot, Isaac jackpot, Jacob jackpot, Joseph would not jackpot in the Bible. Moses jackpot. Go and look at this. David jackpot. They moved. But whatever industry and business you are going into, make sure you are strategic. Some people are exiting a sector and God may be telling you, go there. Our financial services industry, Nancy, you know now. 5 years ago, investments were failing. Court suits, litigation. I took about 5 companies to litigation. It was enough to say, I'm not doing again. I remember that year before that thing started, my pastor called me and said, Shola, see me, January 1st Sunday, I want to anoint you for the year ahead. We must not play with these spiritual things. So I know my contemporaries who went down with those things. But we are here standing to the glory of God. And God is saying, I'm not done. I've called you to serve nations. You are taking this world message to, 14 as it was 60. Any country I go, we do meet and greet. Smart Stewards, they are there. I'm like my pastor. We go to Canada, we show up. Global Impact Church, Smart Stewards, we did there. Because God called us. Be strategic with all your co-employees, they are resigning because your boss did something. Did you ask God? They say, solidarity, we are resigning. Did God tell you to go? Let us be strategic. And this thing I'm saying, it could be in very, very simple things. The Spirit of God is telling me that there are some people here, you are belittling the instructions that God is giving you. You are thinking that you are way ahead or way above those things. And you're like, what would people say about me, to start selling food? Really be strategic. Boaz did not go. Elimelech went. Those that are strategic enough with their resources, strategic enough with their talents and gifts, no matter how round the world goes, people will come back to you. Please be strategic with your business. What are you doing? In the first service, I know I talked a lot about things you can immediately do, but God is not leading me in that direction. You have a gift and talent. Don't believe God is not God is found in the little things. Look at all the people that He changed their circumstances in the Bible. All of them. Moses, what is in your hand? A little rod. A little rod. Listen, when Jacob fled from his father's house and he was going to go and meet his uncle, the Bible said he crossed with what? A stick. When he was coming back, he said, my brother Esau, God has blessed. When I was going, it was me and a stick. Ejo, how does stick equate to prosperity? But when he was coming back, he was what? He had become blessed. David, sling and stone. I don't know what your own small is. I really don't know. There's nothing I have not sold, sir, in this my short life. This year, January, in London, I still sold chin-chin and chips. Should I quickly share the story? So I was sharing about how I started a fragrance line last year, September, because I love fragrances. And this is another message for something. I have realized in coaching people and coaching myself that there's a secret to what we can do in what we love. I started teaching personal finance. I'm a chartered accountant, 25 years of experience. But I started teaching wealth creation and personal finance about 11 years ago. And because I don't even use accounting to make money again, sir. I only sit on boards. I don't do accounting again. I love personal finance. I love wealth creation. And it has opened doors for me more than even what my original certifications have done. But each time I love something, I'm just like, there's more. So I love fragrances. If you come to my house, I mix orishi. The green room smells nice, by the way. Thank you. Clap if you want to clap. So about 3 years ago, I went to learn how to make candles and diffusers in this Lagos. Because each time I went to the US, I'll buy Bath and Body Works, candle. My money was always going into candles. So I went to learn. And my consultant kept telling me, Coach, you're a very resourceful person. Start a business. I said, no, there's no time. But last year, after I came back from an IVLP program in the US, my mind just went back to it. So I went to her. And then we started doing it again. I formulated all my fragrances. And then she started to produce for me. That's how I started. Between September and December, I cannot mention the revenue that we made. Some of us, there's money in our pocket, but we are going to Sokoto to look for what is not lost. Anyway, I was telling you about the chin-chin and plantain chip story. So I was going to go into the UK for a program, and then we organized like an exhibition, a pop-up fair. So I said, how many diffusers and candles do I want to carry? And I'm not ready to cargo. But I said, how can we be doing exhibition and me? I will not sell anything. We must sell, oh. So I said, hey, what am I going to take, oh? House of Shifra, we said we'll be doing customized chocolates. That's the next level. And edibles. I can go with edibles. Each time I go to the UK, they're always saying, bring chips, bring chin-chin. So I sent somebody to the market. That very sweet chin-chin. Let me even give you a gist. Do you know that there's somewhere in Lagos, they call it Kinikon Garawa, I can't remember. They fry chin-chin in buckets, in drums. You will give them your flour, your formulation, they will fry for you. You go and take it. Just package it and go and sell it. I don't know who needs it, oh. That might be your own, oh. So I sent somebody to the market. I said, go and buy the chin-chin. She bought them. Me that I have printer that will do logo for me and label. In one day, he has done label. We enter UK. Bam, chin chin and chips. We sold 5x of the Nigeria. We are so blessed. Of the original amount. When I looked at my bank account, I know Remy is looking at me. I will give you money for your efforts, because she was the one that went to purchase. Being resourceful enough, I could have said, but I am the lead coach of the exhibition. When the lead coach is coming, everybody's clear. Successful exhibition. But me, say, I had my stand and I had the microphone. Come and buy, come and buy. They bought. I was happy. My account was happy. My account was whistling. I came by, I bought good stuff. I came back home. If you like, say, Coach Ola is selling chin-chin. Would that one help? I am just citing this as an example. And listen, I can sell chin-chin of £5. I am just saying, be resourceful enough to identify opportunities around you. Don't say there is no money in Nigeria. Stop it. Don't say that everybody is broke. Who are you moving with? My exercise partner, my neighbor, was gisting me about 3 weeks ago, and she said, she's a banker. Shola, somebody called me. And just said, I have some spare money. Hey, Joel only spare money. 500 million naira. That's spare money. What can I do? And she said, she was trying to, point out something. The people you listen to, how can I be listening to somebody who is dealing with 500 million? Then I will not be saying there's no money in Nigeria. Change the people you are working with. And then she said, another person said, this money is just been in my account. Let me change it to something. $500,000. By the time we finished that conversation, we heard ourselves, we said, we will be rich. In this Nigeria. So you can never catch me saying there's no money. Where? I have clients that sometimes when we are talking, even me as coach, I'll just be, the money I've interacted with in paper in my life, God, please, God, where? God, I beg. If that money should, one day my husband said, because when I'm on phone calls, you'll be hearing, hey, okay, sir, okay, 50 billion. So you say, calm down. Those are the monies I interact with. There's no way I will not get there. My sisters, move with the right people. I love a quote that says, nothing guarantees a good future like a correct picture. And you cannot feature in a future you can't picture. See it. They say, you are faking it. Don't fake it till you are making it. Don't fake it till you make it. I agree. But I go somewhere, I see a nice car, I post by it. I can go and put it on my vision, but if you like, say I'm posing. You kuku know I don't have Bentley. Even if I post it, you know it's not my own yet. So say whatever you want. But I am feeding my mind with the things that will elevate my results. My pastor will say that your life will gravitate in the direction of your predominant thoughts. Are we still together? Are you learning something? Let's talk about you. Remember, I am bringing out characters and I'm sharing my experiences as I have learned from them. You, don't move. Media people, clap for them. They didn't move. Who can tell me the you in the Bible that we are likely to talk about? Bible students. Google, ChatGPT. Oh yeah, hello. Uzziah. Uzziah was a king that became king at 16. If you look at 2 Chronicles chapter 26, verse 9, you will learn about innovation. My sisters and my brothers, we have to be innovative. Don't be intimidated by Gen Z and Gen A. You self, carry your head there. I don't say, I don't even understand what is AI. I don't know what is AI. Is AI we see. In the next 3 years, honestly, I don't know what the world will become. Because you literally can tell ChatGPT, do this and do this and do this for me, and ChatGPT can write a complete book for you. Innovation, technology, leverage, resourcefulness. The guy dug wells. He had a Greek. He was the master of income diversification. Don't let anybody tell you are doing too much. It is you that know where the shoe is paining you. Oh. You have child in university, 3 children. Somebody say, no, you have to form a very, because you are addressed the way you are. Are you the one that will pay my bills? Like I told them in the second service, I'm not saying you should be everywhere. Some of us are really multi-gifted. I think God gave me 20 gifts. I know I can do so many things. And to whom much is given, much is expected. But I'm not saying we should be everywhere. But don't forget that to one he gave 5 talents. He brought back 5. That means for every gift and talent, he used them and replicated them. So don't say some people want to take, but you're always there. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're this. I am saying do as much as you can, but for the power of personal branding, be known for one thing. There's no way you can Google me and you see me selling chips. I won't put it there. What you will see is world coach, chartered accountant. That's what I want you to know. But the other things that I do, and they make me money. And let's not forget social media. You think, oh, this social media. Quiet money, old money, they are not on social media. Go to Ikoyi and go and see some houses there. I have a client, he says, I don't understand it. This man is a multi-billionaire. So don't get carried away. Okay? But I am encouraging you, and age is not an issue. Be innovative. Be resourceful. Go back. Go and learn how to, you know your own. Don't say, I'm 65. My father passed 4 years ago at 80. He was always everywhere on social media. The day I saw him following me on Instagram at 17, I'm like, Daddy, kill and go. Anything that is happening, we must be there. I loved it. But some of us, we are ancient of days. You are 45 and say, we old people. Me, I'm not old though. Am I old, Ilo? And you know, children of this age, they want to make you feel like you are old indeed. If you are not careful, in the next few years, a 30-year-old person is telling me that they are old. Old for what? Learn new skills. Digital skills. Learn how to code. It's never too late. Learn how to, don't say, some people here will say, some people are not on social media at all. I don't get it. No, there's no time to go into that. Stay updated with industry trends. Don't say my business, this is how we have been doing it. Use technology. Use Facebook ads. Reach the world. The world has become a smaller community because of social media. Leverage it. And say social media is evil. It's the devil's handiwork. Okay. Continue. They play. Secret number 4. Are you learning something? Please, I will send my slides, both the first and second, so that you can, build on it. I mean, there's no time to go deeper into all of these things. Who can tell me secret number 4? N. Nehemiah. Well, maybe. But this first N is Noah. The power of planning and preparation. Remember, that was my first point in the second service. Please plan your finances. It's okay to dream big. To say in the next 2 years, I'm having 50 million naira in my accounts. To just fantasize sometimes. It's okay. Bible says now to him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or imagine. We're always asking, we are not imagining. The first time I went to the UK, it felt familiar. You know why? Because when I was younger, I'd always been playing with my cousin. We say, okay, today we're in the UK, we bought this for that, we bought that for that, we are in the tube. We would close our eyes and literally imagine. It was surreal. When I got into the underground, I'm like, I've been here. How? Imagination is powerful, please. I have manifested things that I have thought about. And sometimes I pinch myself, like, is this real? Imagine, but plan. So, plan for your financial future. Short-term goals are the things you want to do in 2025. Mid-term goals are the things you want to do between now and the next 2 years. I want to build a house. I want to buy an investment property. I want to relocate. I want to do my MBA. Whatever it is, plan. God is a master planner. Do you know he gave Noah the exact dimensions for the ark? Go and read it. Exact. Make it 75 high. Make it this. Remember when Moses was also going to build the what did he build? The same thing. God is a God of precision. If I ask you now, how much have you made this year? Some of us don't know. When people come to me, they say, Ma, my finances, I don't make money. Money doesn't come. The first thing I ask them is, bring your bank statement. I was coaching somebody, and they said, Coach, last year I was bad. Money didn't come. I said, print your bank statement. When she printed it, 128 million went through her account. But because there was no planning. I was telling them how, in the first service, I settled or mediated in a family issue. The siblings of a youngest child were upset with him. He was always collecting money and doing as if he didn't have money. At the end of the day, they realized that he had collected money from all of them to build a house. You can't blame him. You are the one that had a lot of money. And it's a noble thing to build a house, but don't be upset. So you now want to go and sell the house to collect your... That was a planner. Be strategic with your investments. These are the investments I'm going to do. In March, I am going to do this. Some of you have never traveled out of Nigeria. Not because you don't have the resources. Let me tell you, this came to heart as I was praying. My brother passed on at 59 last year. All of us were travelers. My brother said, no, me, travel. Oh, next year, Malo. He was a civil engineer making billions. My brother never went to the US or the UK or anywhere. Not because he didn't want to say, hey, one day. One day is never someday. You must be precise. I want to do this by. I want to do this by. I'm not saying be under pressure of 40 by 40, 30 by 30, 50 by 50. But at least have plans. So when people are coming to say, give me, I'm saving for a car. Oh, I'm saving for a house. I'm not saying don't give, but I'm saying have plans. Next one, David. David was strategic. When he was going to pass, he said, I want to build a house. God said, don't build me a house. Your son will build me a house. Do you know that Solomon was so naive? He didn't know what to do, but David prepared resources already for him to build the house. Parents, I beg you in Jesus' name. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Africa, we live just for ourselves. How many of you have heard of Rockefeller? How many of you have watched the movie, The Men That Built America? Rockefeller still has a foundation giving billions annually. That's the kind of legacy we should want to have. Not like my children, they have not sent me recharge card. No way. That's stopped with our parents. You're leaving a will to say, you know what? 20 billion, child one. Even when you will not die young, I will not die young. But even whilst we are alive, your grandchildren are eager to go and see grandpa. Because grandpa can just say, oh, there's a new car in my garage, Bentley, you can have it. Respect in your. You say, you have not sent me recharge card. They will run away from you. Plan. Manage resources. So I said that dream well, make money. There's no time to now talk about how to manage it, how to budget, how to save. Many of us will make money. We lack the skills to manage. You eat with your 10 fingers. It's appalling. You're making 1 million and you are broke and borrowing money. Pastor talked about debt management in the second service. I see people, ladies looking good, but you are servicing loans on a monthly basis. Who sent you to buy Bone Street or Mozupo? If you can't afford it, don't. The world will adapt and adjust to who you are. Ashwebi. You have it. Many of us, you have 20 black shoes. They call for black shoe you don't have. I am also guilty. Because I speak a lot and my photos are everywhere, each time there's a program, I must make a new clothes. I'm like, no. So I now started to go to my Instagram page to see what I've worn before. I didn't remember, this one is still in my wardrobe. No, we must do better. Pastor Funke Adejuma, we say some of you are wearing your houses on your head. The money you are supposed to buy to build cement, to buy a house, you are wearing it. And you say, people will know I wore it. People have their issues. Nobody is thinking about you. Come on, snap out of it. Invest in your children. Invest in your future. The next one, I have 3 minutes more. This story, I love it a lot. Not a popular character, but I learned something from her. Her name is Aksa. She's the daughter of Caleb. Her father said, oh, anybody who fights this battle and wins this place for me, I will give my child to her. The man didn't ask the child, didn't do anything. So the lady, rather than complaining, right? Some of us, we are just complaining about what happened, what not happened. I told them in the first service how my mother came back to Nigeria pregnant with me, 6 months, I'll be 7 months. And I've always been asking her, why did you leave? Should have put me there, had me there by now. And I've been carrying a UK passport. I asked her, because I'm like, my life would have been better. That was then. Now, this father wheeled his child off to Othniel, and the girl snapped out of it. She told her husband, ask my father for a land. She came back again and met her father. I said, I want a second gift. Her father said, I gave you one. I want streams of water. Asking people make a lot of progress in life. In Africa, we have been conditioned not to, go to a networking event, talk about yourself. I say, actually, the spirit of humility, I'm just, we're doing well. We just make a revenue of 50 million. Say it boldly, it is your results. Say it boldly, ask, make request. You go for an interview, they are saying, what is your salary expectation? Actually, what is your structure? I believe you have a structure. They said, ask. He said, I just want to know yours. We are playing, listen, you won't go far if you, go and learn from Elon Musk. You may think that guy has something going on in his mind, but the guy is a dreamer. You want to go into space. Me, I'm so timid. Aeroplane itself, if he's doing like this, I'm like, blood of Jesus. You know, I say I should not enter a rocket that will take, which space? What are they doing there? The next thing he wants to do now, he wants to do a fast train underwater from the US to the UK. Is that not insanity? But he will achieve it. Ask. Same life, same brain, same head. Let's not be thinking about small things again. Aksa was the asking woman. Number 7, Nehemiah. We know how Nehemiah rallied resources. Let's be good. Let's be resourceful. Listen to second service about resourcefulness. Learn to work with people. Some people see difficulties in every opportunity. Some people see opportunities in every difficulty. They're saying there's nothing there. Look through. There's something there. There's no time. I want to finish up. Right? Build strategic partnerships, please. Before you go today, talk to 5 people. What do you do? What can I do? I put up a post about 5 days ago. 3 years ago, I need to raise 200 million for a project in 24 hours. I called a friend. She called 5 friends. In 1 hour, we raised 200 million. My money was not there. Now, don't think I just raised it that one time. We had done stuff in the past, and I showed my credibility. Who is in your contact list? Who can you call to say, oh boy, this is happening. Let's come together. Who can you do business with? I told them in the second service, some of us, you are potential fashion designer. You love to dress well. Tell your tailor, oh yeah, put my label. Name it in my name. My middle name is Idera Kimono. Oh yeah, put my label there. Go and sell it. That's business. Next one, Cornelius. We're talking about abundance. Cornelius, generosity is important. Right? As you make all of these things, pay your tithe, pay your offering, give and be a blessing. The final one, which was what Pastor talked about in the second service, Elisha. What did we learn from Elisha? Elisha didn't have wealth, but Elisha made wealth happen for people. For example, 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. What do you have in your house? A jar of oil. That's it. That's it. Some of you, I think in this service I've talked a lot about the importance of little things in our hands. Some of you right now, you need to go back into your kitchen where they're always saying you cook great meals and start. How many of you know Mrs. Ayodeji Megbokwe? She's cooking moi moi, and her sister-in-law said, this moi moi is nice now. She made the moi moi with 1,000. That moi moi took her to the White House. Even first ladies of that time, they didn't meet Michelle Obama. This lady did not only introduce Michelle Obama during a program, she sat with Warren Buffett. How many of you know Warren Buffett? One of the richest. She was on a panel with him. What took her there? No leftovers. Moi moi, 1,000 naira business. So stop complaining that life is not good. Take action. Apply the abundance principles in your financial journey. Reflect. What financial decisions can you make today to change your future? Move on. Commit. Take one small but significant step towards financial freedom. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you. Come this year, 2025. Some of you are moving from hundreds of thousands to millions. It's not rocket science. Do these things, and God will be happy to bless you. I love you. God bless you.